Far in the heart of Turkey lies a land that seems untouched by time, Cappadocia, a place where humans and nature have shaped each other for thousands of years. Its valleys, its caves, its silent stone towers all hold stories of survival, faith, and imagination. Today we travel through 10 millennia of history in a land that has seen empires rise and fall. It still whispers with life. Before there were people, there were volcanoes. Millions of years ago, the ancient peaks of Erciyes, Asan, and Guludağ erupted, covering the region in thick layers of ash. That ash hardened into a soft volcanic rock easily shaped by wind, water, and human hands. Over countless ages, erosion carved out valleys, cliffs, and the strange rock towers we call fairy chimneys. Nature had set the stage for one of humanity's most remarkable stories. The earliest settlers, people of the Stone and Bronze Ages. Archaeological evidence shows that people lived here as early as 6000 BC, in small cave dwellings and rock shelters. By the Bronze Age, Cappadocia was already a center of trade, thanks to its location along ancient caravan routes. The Hittites, one of the earliest Anatolian civilizations, made their mark here around 1800 BC. They carved out underground chambers and left behind tablets written in cuneiform, the first written records found in this region. Cappadocia became a land of passage, a bridge between East and West, between cultures and empires. Next was the Persian era, the land of beautiful horses. When the Persian Empire conquered the region around 6th century BC, they called it Cappadocia, meaning the land of beautiful horses. And even today, wild and domestic horses still roam these plains, echoing that ancient name. Under Persian rule, Cappadocia became a strategic satrapy, a frontier province connecting Persia with Anatolia. Its people adopted a blend of Eastern and local traditions. Art, religion, and governance mingled like colors in soft volcanic dust. The Hellenistic and Roman ages, kingdoms and caves. After Alexander the Great's conquests, Cappadocia found itself caught between the power struggles of empires. It eventually became the Kingdom of Cappadocia, ruled by a line of kings loyal to Rome. By the 1st century AD, it was fully absorbed into the Roman Empire, and life here transformed again. Cities like Kayseri and Urgut flourished. Trade routes thrived, temples rose, and Christianity began to take root. Quietly at first, in secret chambers beneath the ground. The birthplace of early Christianity. It's here, in Cappadocia's hidden valleys and soft stone hills, that one of the most important chapters in early Christian history began. As Christianity spread through the Roman Empire, persecution drove believers into hiding. Cappadocia's caves offered refuge, safe, silent sanctuaries where they could live, worship, and survive. They carved entire underground cities like Derinkuyu and Kaymakra, capable of sheltering tens of thousands of people. These labyrinths had air shafts, kitchens, stables, wine cellars, even secret passages and stone doors that rolled shut in times of danger. Above ground, early Christians decorated their cave churches with vibrant frescoes, sacred art that still glows today in places like the Goreme Open Air Museum. the Byzantine Golden Age. By the 4th century, Cappadocia became a stronghold of the Byzantine Empire. The region produced some of Christianity's most influential thinkers, Saint Basil the Great, Gregory of Nyssa, and Gregory of Nazianzus, known together as the Cappadocian Fathers. They helped shape Christian theology and build monastic communities deep within these valleys. For centuries, Cappadocia thrived as a spiritual center, dotted with monasteries, hermit caves, and painted chapels carved into cliffs. Every hollow in the rock echoed with prayer. Coming of Islam and the Seljuks. In the 11th century, new powers rose. Turkish tribes known as the Seljuks arrived, bringing Islam and a new cultural fusion. Rather than destroy the old, they adapted and coexisted. Cappadocia's cave homes remained inhabited, its churches sometimes converted into mosques, and caravanserais, fortified inns, were built along trade routes to protect merchants crossing the Silk Road. This blending of Byzantine and Seljuk culture gave the region its unique layered identity. Christian frescoes beside Arabic calligraphy, domes beside fairy chimneys. The Ottoman era, quiet continuity. By the 15th century, the mighty Ottoman Empire had absorbed Cappadocia. Though the great cities of the empire rose far away, in Istanbul and Bursa, Cappadocia remained quietly alive. Its people farmed, crafted pottery, and lived in rock-hewn villages much as their ancestors had for millennia. Greeks, Armenians, and Turks shared the valleys, their traditions intertwined. Time seemed slower here, the world changed, yet Cappadocia endured. The modern age, rediscovery and renewal. In the early 20th century, Cappadocia's population changed dramatically. Following the Greco-Turkish War and population exchange of 1923, many of the region's Christian communities left, leaving behind silent cave towns and frescoed chapels. For a time, Cappadocia's wonders lay forgotten, until the mid-20th century, when travelers, historians, and adventurers began to rediscover it. By the 1980s, UNESCO declared the Goremen National Park and the rock sites of Cappadocia a World Heritage Site, recognizing it as one of the world's most extraordinary cultural and natural landscapes. Cappadocia today, a living museum. Today, Cappadocia stands as both ancient and alive. Its valleys still whisper of saints and kings. Its caves still shelter families, hotels, and art studios. And its skies, once crossed by merchants and pilgrims, now filled with balloons that rise each morning to greet the sun. Cappadocia's history isn't locked in museums. It's all around you, in the scent of the earth after rain, in the echo of a church bell and the call to prayer carried together on the wind, in the stones that have seen 10,000 years of humanity. This is not just history. This is living memory carved into the very bones of the earth. Welcome to Cappadocia, one of the most otherworldly places on earth. A landscape that looks like it's been painted by dreams and carved by time itself. Located in central Turkey, Cappadocia is a region where ancient history, natural wonder, and human imagination meet under the vast Anatolian sky. The first thing that strikes you here is the terrain. Strange cone-shaped rock formations called fairy chimneys, sculpted over millions of years by wind and volcanic eruptions. From valleys that glow gold at sunset to hidden cave dwellings that whisper of ancient life, Cappadocia feels like stepping into a living fantasy world. These surreal formations aren't just scenery. They've been homes, monasteries, and entire underground cities. When dawn breaks, the sky comes alive. Hundreds of hot air balloons rise gracefully into the morning mist, floating over the valleys like colorful lanterns. This isn't just a photo opportunity, it's a moment of quiet awe. You'll feel the chill of the early morning air, the faint hum of the burner, and the surreal calm as you drift over the fairy chimneys while the world below wakes up. Whether you are a photographer, a dreamer, or just someone seeking beauty, a Cappadocia sunrise from a balloon will stay with you forever. But Cappadocia's magic isn't only above ground. Beneath your feet lies a hidden world, a vast underground cities carved into the volcanic rock. Derinkuyu and Kaimakle are the most famous. Labyrinths of tunnels, rooms, and passageways that once sheltered thousands of people from invaders. As you walk the narrow stone corridors, you can feel the ingenuity and resilience of the civilizations that once thrived here. Every corner of Cappadocia tells a different story. In Goreme, you'll find charming cave hotels, carved right into the soft rock, where you can sleep like the locals did centuries ago, but with modern comfort and warm Turkish hospitality. In Uchisa, climb the castle at sunset for a panoramic view stretching across the valleys. In Ortahisar, stroll the cobbled streets lined with stone houses and flower-filled courtyards. And in Avanos, watch artisans shape red clay into pottery using the techniques passed down through generations. You can even try the pottery wheel yourself if you want to. Hike through the Red Valley or Rose Valley and watch how the rocks change color as the lights shift, from pale pink in the morning to deep crimson at dusk. Or wander through the Love Valley, famous for its unique, whimsical shapes carved by nature herself. Each valley has its own energy, its own quiet poetry. Cappadocia invites you to slow down, to walk, to breathe, and to listen. Of course, no journey here is complete without tasting the flavors of Turkey. Try tasting kebab, a slow-cooked stew served in a sealed clay pot that's cracked open right before your eyes. Or sip Turkish tea, or strong coffee in a shaded garden. And share a meal with locals who will welcome you with genuine warmth. Because hospitality isn't a gesture here, it's a way of life. You'll find that Cappadocia isn't just a place, it's a feeling. Cappadocia is also a land of faith. The Goreme Open Air Museum holds rock-cut churches and frescoes from the early Christian era, paintings that have survived centuries of wind and silence. Their colors still glow softly in the dim light, telling stories of devotion, endurance, and artistry. It's a place where the sacred meets the earthly, where spirituality feels woven into the landscape itself. When night falls, step outside your cave room and look up. Far from the city lights, Cappadocia's sky is ablaze with stars. It's the same sky that ancient travelers once gazed at, crossing these lands on the Silk Road centuries ago. There's a quiet sense of connection to history, to nature, and to something timeless. when to visit and what to expect. Cappadocia is beautiful all year round, but spring and autumn are the most comfortable for exploring. Summer brings warm and clear sky, perfect for balloon flights. Winter covers the valleys in snow, turning them into a silent white wonderland. No matter when you visit, prepare for wonder and bring your curiosity, because every sunrise, every cave, and every conversation here reveals a new layer of this magical land. And as your journey ends, you'll find Cappadocia doesn't really ever leave you. Its quiet valleys, its golden light, its sense of ancient mystery, they linger. You'll carry them with you long after you've gone. So come, wander among the fairy chimneys, float beneath the sunrise, and let Cappadocia remind you that the world is still full of wonder. I forgot to add that not only is there hot air balloon rides, you can also go on horseback, you can go on a four-wheel drive, all on your own, where you want to go, or in a group, guided, or you can even have a camel ride. There are lots of different things to do, too many to mention on here. I invite you to come to Turkey, book a hotel in Cappadocia, and enjoy the magic of a fairyland.